Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Mandem Talks Football. Welcome to your beautiful channel here again. Uh, it has been an exciting week. It has been a week filled of interesting, beautiful football moments. So where do I start from? To be honest with you, I have no idea. But I'm just gonna have to kick off from the main games that just happened in the Champions League. So this is actually supposed to be a weekend preview. We're going to be merging it together. So I'm going to be, you know, analyzing the games that have just gone by in the Champions League on Tuesday and on Wednesday. Then I'll also be previewing the games that are to come up this weekend here in the Premier League. So now I'm not going to go straight into it because we have loads of things to cover. Also, I think Ronaldo dropped the heat with his interview with Piers Morgan, and also Messi dropped the heat also. So I'm going to cover all of it. So now, where else to start from other than the game versus Liverpool versus Real Madrid? This is not a Liverpool channel, like I always tell you. This is Man Them Talks Football. It's just that Liverpool is actually hot at the moment, and it's my team. So I have to start there, and it is a big game again. So we played against Real Madrid. Uh, this was a total domination. If not for Thibaut Courtois, it would have been five. Staying the game should have been five. Is actually an understatement because Liverpool dominated that game. We created lots of chances. There were lots of control. There was no. They also didn't give a lot of chances to Real Madrid, if you understand. Just not like the previous games. So are Liverpool back? That's another question I have to ask. Is Liverpool back, or this is just flick on, or I don't know, maybe this is just a blip also. We never can tell. Actually, we know that this team is a good team. They are just going through a transition period because of so many players. Like I've said on this channel several times, the players that came into the team, and thank God today, the press conference that we heard him say Robertson is first choice left back. That's it. Because we could not build up. And other players needed time to gel, and there were a lot of changes. McAllister wasn't fit, so thank God. Now these players are getting back to themselves, and having Gravenberch in the midfield helps a lot. So now having Gravenberch gives McAllister and Soboslai enough space, and the fullbacks also can attack. So there's one thing I noticed. I have to give praise So Newcastle had a very good result against the Athletic Club. So 2-0, winning 2-0. That was a very good one. So the other big game of the Champions League was Paris Saint-Germain versus Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich at the moment are currently on a winning streak of 16 games. I think they've scored over 50 goals in that period. So they are actually one of the best teams in Europe as we speak. Very good result. Very, very good result. Luis Diaz, my boy, getting 2 goals against Paris Saint-Germain before getting sent off. So now about that red card, I don't think it was a red card. Yes, the injury it led to, like the incident, was not a red card. If you understand what I mean, like the incident on its own wasn't a red card tackle. It's just that the ref saw how Akimi was feeling, and like he saw the consequence of the tackle, and he upgraded the card. I don't think referees should do that because someone creates have a tackle that is. So what if I just mistakenly body I hit someone and it goes down, and because of maybe he now dislocates his shoulder, and all of a sudden the tackle now looks a lot worse because of the guy is crying. That's not a red card any day. Anthony Cruz even came out and he said the same thing because consequences does not determine if the foul should be red card or not. That was not a dangerous tackle. I've seen worse, way worse. I don't mean I condone bad violent play or anything. No, this channel we are horrorously and smiling, but I don't condone things like that. But still, when you look at the tackle, it wasn't a dangerous tackle. He didn't mean to hurt the guy. He just wanted to win the ball back, and he's just maybe his body laid on him. It wasn't a dangerous tackle. So I don't know. I feel like that's not something I would want to reoccur again because I don't think it's something that says a lot about the referees because you're upgrading something because of you feel like the consequences a lot. I've seen tackles that were even worse than that there was no consequence and they gave the person yellow card. So what? So tackles are that like the tackle against from Everton against McAllister last season. That should have been a red card. If McAllister had got injured like he was crying, that referee would have said, "Oh, but I don't think you should do that because of is the consequence of what happened. Maybe because of the injury. But if it's a red card tackle, then fine. But that wasn't a red card tackle. So now I'm moving straight now. Okay, to the weekend games. We have okay. I almost missed one team that's currently not actually doing well or meeting expectation. I knew that game was not going to be easy, and that's Barcelona versus Club Brugge versus Barcelona. That was played in Belgium. So that game the results didn't surprise me because Barcelona have been conceding. Their defense have been really bad this season. They've not also been scoring as much as they were last season. Now, last season, what helped them wasn't actually their defense, was because of they were scoring teams. They were playing 6-1, 7-1. I think they scored 7 like 5 different games last season. So it's I understand that yes, there are players that are injured. Rafinha, Dani Olmo is back. So Lewandowski, Rafinha, Pedri. So this will affect any team. Quality of players like that, it would affect. But I feel like as a flick, sometimes you need to be compact. I know that's the system. His style is his style. It's exciting. Trust me, I love that football that Barcelona play. They give us interesting football. No time you watch Barcelona and you would feel like, oh, this was a boring game. I wasted my time. No, it's never the case. So let me I just feel like as a flick needs to work on the team. The line was just so there's not every time that it is needed. There are times whereby okay, we don't have enough players to do this, or the players that are available are not they don't have the ability to actually play this style that I want to play. Then just adapt to what you have at the moment. So that's just what I have to say. But aside from that, that's what I'm saying. La Liga teams they're not actually doing so well. Madrid, I don't think Madrid have actually won any big team. Now they've played 3 big teams because the other teams they've been playing are the small teams. So aside from maybe Villarreal, and I wouldn't even consider Villarreal a big team because Villarreal lost to Pafos. This is what I'm saying. Pafos. Villarreal lost to Pafos. So La Liga is something is wrong with La Liga. I'm gonna go straight now to the weekend. So we have some interesting games in the Premier League, especially. So there's a game coming up. Tottenham versus Manchester United. This is gonna be a very, very, very good watch because Manchester United at the moment they've hit some kind of form, if you will call it that. So they were able to get 3 wins and a draw in their last 4 games, which is actually a big upgrade considering where they were coming from. Brian Bremo just won the Player of the Month, and Ruben Amorim actually won Manager of the Month. I can't believe I'm saying things like that. So, but it happened, and that's the life. That's where we are at the moment. Things can change quickly in football. So this is going to be a very big one because it's at the White Hart Lane Stadium. So that's Tottenham Stadium. Tottenham are home. Tottenham have been pragmatic. Their last game against Chelsea, they were very bad because of how they could not even string passes forward. So And I just don't know what to expect from Tottenham. You can expect them play well, and next week they will play bad. So that's just Tottenham for you. While Manchester United, it seems like you can actually now um they have selected like a base team at the moment. So that means they have like a first 11 now, so that they can count on. Then they now make changes from there based on what is needed. So I think Manchester United is going to this is going to be a tough one. And one thing I'm certain about is that both teams are going to score. So because Manchester United don't know how to keep clean sheets to save their life. So this game, if I'm going to predict this game, I'm going to say it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Yeah, I don't think Manchester United will lose this one because Tottenham they are so unpredictable. And Manchester United have had the whole week to prepare for this match. So I think Manchester United is going to come out with a draw at the White Hart Lane Stadium. The other big game this weekend is Manchester City hosting Liverpool. That is going to be a very big one because this is Pep Guardiola 1000th game since he started his career from Barcelona, be up to this point. So it's a game that he will not want to lose. At Liverpool, we've just won Pep Guardiola once at home, which was last season 2-0. And actually, surprisingly, it was actually the same period. We played Madrid and we played Man City. We won Madrid last season 2-0. Then we played Man City and we won them 2-0. So who knows? Things might just be turning out for good. I don't mind. So please, guys, as we are watching this video and you're enjoying yourself, kindly click the like button, share button, and the subscribe button if you have not subscribed or if you are new to the channel. And don't forget to turn on the post notification so that you can always get notifications when we actually post a video. Thank you. Don't forget to also follow us on TikTok and Instagram. So that game is going to be a very nice watch. Liverpool Manchester City games are always nice. So I'm expecting a very, very, very tough game. We don't usually win there. It's a very, very strong ground for us. We usually don't win there. Last season, we won there 2-0. But before then, it was draws. So, and some other couple of wins here and there. But for all, we've not won back to back at the Etihad. So let's see how he's going to play. And we don't know the shape that Liverpool is going to come out with because we don't know who is going to feel like he's in right shape or form to play this game. But for me, I want you to stick with the team that played Real Madrid. Don't change anything. Robertson, I don't want to see Keke starting, play Mo Salah. We need to find a way to make sure Ellen Haaland, if we can cut off Haaland, then we are going, or the service to Haaland. If we can do that from the midfield, then we have a chance. If we don't, if we let Haaland run in behind, he's going to score. Injury updates, we were able to get of information from the press conference earlier today that Alexander Isak is back in training, but he's just starting his first training session, so we don't know if he will be able to, if he'll be in contention. But he has been called up by the Sweden team, so that is Sweden national team, so who knows, that means he's actually good. And the manager also confirmed that he's fine and he's back in training today. Alisson, I think the next game, then Frimpong, Jeremy Frimpong. So those are the only few players that we have that are out injured. So my prediction for that game is going to be a tough one because Arsenal are playing a day before and they will be playing Sunderland at the Stadium of Light. So we don't know what is going to happen in this game. To be honest with you, I'm actually scared about this fixture because it is a big game. Manchester City just know how to get a result at the moment and they are in serious form. They have loads of players that are doing quite well. So if I'm going to predict, I can never predict Liverpool to lose. Even sometimes my heart and my head, they keep on fighting against each other. So, but I'm going to just leave it to you guys. Let me know what you think. Who do you think is going to come out strong in this particular fixture? Okay, so let me just give the result. Let me just give a prediction. I think 2-2. But you know what? I'm going to back my team. I'm going to show some chests. We are winning 2-0 or 1-0. Yeah, I've done my prediction. Let me know what you guys think. I'm very biased. All right. Chelsea are going to be hosting Wolves. So my prediction for that, I think Chelsea is going to get a result because Wolves just sacked their manager last week. So it is a transition period for them. But sometimes it's actually a good thing when you are playing. Yeah, I mean, it's not a good thing. Playing a team that just changed the manager is, I don't even think they have a manager here. I think it's still interim. So we'll see how that will pan out. I think it's at the bridge. Chelsea last season, they charged Wolves 6 or something. So this season, this game, I think it's the late kickoff. So it's going to be tricky because Chelsea, they are defensively, they're not also good. I didn't even talk about them. They drew to Karabag 2-2. That was the result that they had, though. So against Wolves, I think they're going to come out flying. I think they will win the game comfortably, actually 3-1. I get Chelsea to win that game 3-1 comfortably. Then Arsenal going to the Stadium of Light, Sunderland. Sunderland has been a very tricky team at home. I didn't say away from home. At home, they've been a very good team, solid. They don't concede much. They create loads of chances. The stadium, people are up for it. But the one thing is they're playing against a team that don't concede at this point in the season. So I don't know what to expect from Sunderland. I if because the last time that I actually backed them to get a result was against Manchester United at Old Trafford. So that was when I realized that their away form isn't as good as their own form, which they will actually need if they want to stay up in the Premier League this season. Because relegation battle is real and it's very it's good to pick up at any point as you can. So this is going to be as much as I want Sunderland to get a result against Sunderland, against Arsenal. I don't think they will because at the moment Arsenal just seem to getting it right. I think by December they will start going bad. So I'm hopeful because I still want to win the league. So yeah, let me just know what you think about all these games that I've been able to touch. Let me know what you think. If you think my predictions are way wide or if I'm actually hitting the mark. So let me know. Guys, please don't forget to like this